Hey everyone, David C. Anderson from the KnifeCenter here, coming at you from SHOT Show 2024. We're at the QSP booth, and it's double David time, because we're here with one of my other favorite Davids.
Yep, and David C. Anderson, he said he's a star, so you gotta give him some credit.
Maybe a little more of a gas giant.
Yeah, either way.
Come on, man. All right, well, we're here. We've got some new stuff to take a look at, and some pretty cool new stuff too. Why don't you start us out?
Yeah, so QSP, we're going to be concentrating a little bit more on our brand for this year. So we're going to be about 4 to 5 models per quarter. It's not going to hit you every month with something, but just so you can keep us fresh and then come out with something new. So we're going to show you the ones that we have. I do want to show off a little bit, because this is great that we got best factory folder for the Rhino with kind of that dune pattern on it. And then we also got best factory fixed blade over in Texas. So that's something that this is the first award for QSP, so I appreciate the folks that judged and actually checked it out. So yeah, the factory's very excited about that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So now most of them are going to come out February 1st. So we're going to have fixed blade, so another fixed blade coming out. So there's going to be the Canary fixed blade. So Canaries are normally very small. So you're going to have this itty bitty guy.
And that's where this lineup started.
Yeah, this is where the lineup started. Yep. So you have that one. Then we came out with the folder. So you're now pink. There's the first only pink knife that we have. So pink knife, you have that one. So
and
kind of
several colors though, of course.
Oh yeah, several colors, kind of like Skittles type of rainbow type of effect. But it's going to be kind of, hopefully we'll have like a family rivalry type of thing. Kind of have the canary fight against the penguin. So see how that goes.
So that's the new bigger size right there.
Yeah, so it still has a Kydex. For our sheath itself, it has basically one that you can rotate. So some of the Tech-Lock styles, you have to take out the screws, you have to maybe lose it on the grass. This one you can actually move around. So if you want to go outside, it moves over. It still has a good retention, so you're not going to have it changing while you already have it set up.
Around.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, that's not just going to move on its own for sure. So tell me about the blade materials.
So this one's going to be an equivalent of DC53. So if you haven't heard about that one, it's basically like D2 for edge retention, but it's going to have better toughness.
Okay.
The actual number on it, if I want to read it, so the actual number is CR8 MOV2 VSI, also basically the equivalent of DC53.
All right.
So whichever way you call it.
About a 4-inch blade, just over, or is that under that 4-inch mark?
I think it's about 4-inch on that one.
Full flat, nice drop point, nice, plenty of real estate on the handle, and nice and comfy too.
Yep.
And in typical fashion, I'm sure you're going to have several different.
Oh yeah. Normally I think we have 6 different variants of each one coming out.
The burlap here is really nice though. It looks pretty great.
Yeah, so this is going to be about probably February 1st. So check out KnifeCenter and pick it up from them. So you can add it to your collection, use it.
Projected price on this?
That one's going to be about, what was it, $53 or something like that?
Nice. That's a really good price.
Yeah, so oh, 63, sorry, 10 more dollars.
That's not too bad at all, man.
Yeah, so
especially with actual Kydex for the sheath too. Like Kydex is not cheap for a sheath material, so.
Yeah, so everything's made in-house. So now the only thing that we send out is heat treat, but that's what you're going to find for other OEMs as well. They don't have in-house heat treat. So the factory takes care of it. It's in-house design for some of it. We have some outside design, but we do manufacture it all.
Good deal.
Yeah.
All right, next up.
Yep, next up. Now, so Canary is that one. We do have this one is going to be the Otter. I find this to be really nice. Some people might figure it's a little gaudy, but the gold I think pops really well with the black. It normally had a premium one with the S35, so that's going to be where it started from. So then the premium was S35, so probably going to be about $120 for this guy, and then that one's going to come out at $42 for S35. I mean, for 14C 28.
No, you said S35.
I know.
That's a verbal contract.
Gotta walk it back now. Yeah, but so that's going to be for 14C 28N, $43. And then a few different variants as well. Still have the denim micarta, which we're known for the penguin. So that's going to be the Otter coming
Looks
out.
great. I mean, 14C is a great steel too. I mean, that's probably my favorite attainable steel these days.
Yep. And then there's 2 different Lundquist. I think the last name's spelled pronounced a little differently, but this is Jacob Lundquist. So he basically had it for his own lineup. We already OEM'd it for him, but he is kind of handing it off to us. So this joined our lineup for the variant PE. So it's going to be $52 or going to be about $89 for the titanium variant.
There we go for that.
Yeah, so different ones, good for rope cutting and everything, for those more pull cuts, as far as that, the way the handle's shaped.
Sure, yeah, especially on the reverse, you got that sway back thing going on. So 14C, 28N on both of these.
Both of
just
them.
the more premium handle.
Yep, correct.
Is the two options.
That
Deep
is
carry
correct.
pocket clip, reversible.
Yeah, we also have different variants, but we're just showing the ones that we have on the top there.
Excellent.
Yeah, moving on. So we do have the Gorilla. I don't think there's a Gorilla out there right now, so this might be the first Gorilla for the knife community. So that might be the thing, but that's kind of where the designer had the influence from looking at a Gorilla, and that's kind of where that name came about.
That really fits with this black Micarta one too. It fits the name.
Yeah, it definitely does. So still a full-size knife. Should be able to get a pretty good hand on it. So even with a bigger mitt than my mitt. So.
Yeah, my pinky's kind of hitting on the
up a little bit.
Tail side there, but choke up a little bit. Yeah, I mean, it's a solid feeling handle.
Good.
It's hand feeling good. Love the drop point on that. Pretty much a full flat grind with the swedge. 14C on this as well?
Yeah, 14C, $65 for more of a full-size knife instead of the smaller ones if you want to do that.
Nice.
Something a little bit more beef to it.
Nice. Yeah, that feels really good.
Yeah, button locks are still popular, so this one's going to be out at probably about April time period, so you can kind of look for that one, check out the sites to see when it comes available. This is going to be the Unicorn for this guy.
Okay.
So Unicorn's going to be about $69, also 14C28. It's kind of the budget steel kind of thing now, so D2 is something that people are kind of D2'd out. It still has a good benefit for both steels, but this is going to be 14C28.
What I love about that steel, since we've got it on so many, is it holds an edge pretty decently.
Yep.
it's not going to equal your Magna Cut or your S30 or anything like that, but it does hold an edge quite well. It's also a very tough steel, in addition to being stainless, and that toughness means you can put a pretty acute, pretty narrow edge on the actual knife, and it can stand up pretty well, which actually makes it feel sharper longer.
And then when using it, I mean, you can sharpen it back easier, so that makes it nice too.
Indeed.
Especially for people starting out, or just if you don't want to spend that much time sharpening.
Indeed. Well, the button lock action is spot on. Do the reverse flick, very nice.
Yep, so that's going to be Unicorn. Then we're getting into, this is kind of a prior discussion as far as the name of this, but Vault, now like a safe, is the name of this one here. This one also is Jacob Lundquist. If I'm getting the name wrong, I'm sorry, Jacob. Let me know. But there's going to be the Glide Lock, which is the
crossbar
lock. So that's where that was the discussion right before the video as far as should this be a crossbar lock or would this be the Glide Lock? So that's going to be what we have.
I was giving him a bit of a hard time, but it's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. So very nice with the thumb studs, no flipper tab. So if you have an area that's a little bit more finicky about that, I don't know about the Axis lock or the crossbar lock or the Glide Lock, if it would actually not be an issue for your legal side of things, but check that for yourself. There's a lot
whatever
of
you call it, the way you guys did it feels absolutely great. And I like that big, bar, that big tab for grabbing.
Yeah, and it's covered up, so you see a lot of the other ones that's kind of a more through design.
Sure.
This is aluminum bolster. You have the micarta, again, 6 different variants for this guy. So it's just a nice setup. The pocket clip's really deep carry, so it's going to be one that is just fastened on the top, so you can easily take that off and put it to the other side for that deep carry clip.
Very nice. I love the drop point shape thing. I mean, that is definitely a winner, I think. What's the...
about $89.
$89 with what kind of steel on that?
14C as well. Yeah, so aluminum on that for the bolster and the 14C. So those prices are a little bit loose right now, so we'll tighten up when it gets closer to
Might be
April.
some little bit of adjustment on there.
So up or down, just give us a little bit of forgiveness there.
No, it's a great size, and it's a great, even about that price, I mean, coming in under that $100 mark with this type of look, like it's not just a simple handle scale slapped on the side, and it's a great little shape. Yeah, definitely. I dig it.
Yeah, that's the new stuff, but look out for us every quarter. We're going to be popping out with some other ones, so about 4 models that are going to be coming out every quarter, so that way you can kind of scratch the itch of your buying habit and pick up something new from QSP.
Excellent. Good stuff, guys. Make sure to keep an eye out both at the QSP brand page on the website or on our new knives section on the site as well. You'll be able to see this stuff just as soon as it is available there. David, thank you so much, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming by.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Keep checking out the rest of our SHOT Show coverage. See you there.